Welcome back to my channel, Mompreneur Profits. This is Jasmine Tun. I am doing a informative video in regards to freedom wealth, basically taking control of your financial future. Now, it's always good to update information. It's always good to provide information, and it's always good to show other things as well too. Maybe you have seen this information, maybe you have not. But if you have not, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, share this with someone, and also comment below. It basically helps push out the video. It also helps my channel as well too. Any support, which is absolutely free, is greatly appreciated. Excuse me. So we're going to get right into it. In regards to what most people need today is what? Credit repair. But let's think about the overall thing of your financial future. All right, so what are the three barriers to financial freedom? A low credit score, right? So, Time magazine reported that a bad credit score can cost you over $200,000, like in mortgage, auto, and credit card interest over your lifetime. Now, also, in regards to that, nearly 60% of Americans, now, this is 2026, so that number could be a little bit higher. But it's nearly 60% of Americans don't have enough savings to cover a $500 or even $1,000 unplanned expense, especially in today's economy. Now, the lack of financial literacy can cost Americans a total of more than 436 billion, which was in 2022. Think about it. We are in 2026. Financial literacy meaning understanding why credit matters. It's basically the most misunderstood thing of all. It's not that you don't know, it's that 9 times out of 10, of course, most of us were not taught about credit, how to manage our money, how to budget, how to do certain things so that way when unexpected things happen, guess what? We got a backup, we got the money, we got a good credit score, we can go and get an emergency loan, pay that off, and just build over time. In America, in this economy itself, we have to learn how to just make money, save it, budget, and especially buy the things that we actually need, not something that we actually want itself. It's like, I want this, but 9 times out of 10, I really don't even want it, or really, you don't even need it. Buy something that you need within your household. If you don't need it, save your money just in case something happens with your car, just in case something happens with your child, just in case something happens within the family itself. We have to think about the now, the tomorrow, and the future beyond. All right, so 50%, this was since March of 2022. 50% of Americans who have applied for a loan or financial product have been denied. Remember, this is 2026. That is probably about 60+% right now. Because you got to think about it, especially when the pandemic happened. So many people lost their jobs. So many people had to dig into their savings. And so many people had to start just applying for stuff, getting it, and didn't have a job to really pay it back. Freedom Wealth. This is the all-in-one Freedom Wealth tool, to where the main thing is what? Credit, right? This is a comprehensive financial tool. So basically within everything that just don't think about credit repair, you're getting a whole wealth tool itself. You're getting something called freedom wealth. Think about the freedom that you can have and think about the wealth that's going to come right behind it. You're going to get Score Path. Score Path shows you where your credit stands, how to improve it, and unlocks the path to better financial opportunities. Wealth Path. Wealth Path gives you the tools to build and protect your financial future, from estate planning and personal loans to smart financial calculators and a debt tracker that keeps you on the right path. Also, Life Path, it helps you live smarter every single day, basically shielding your identity, unlocking local savings, and basically simplifying travel planning. Another one is Biz Path. It gives you the tools to start and grow and also scale with business credit, funding options, and resources designed to fuel your lasting success. We have to think about now, tomorrow, and the future beyond. If you've always said to yourself you want more for you and your family, the time is now to start building your credit back up. Now, in regards to about this amazing platform called Freedom Path itself, it was founded back in about 2021. It's 100% debt free and privately owned, and it's on a mission to help 100. Not well. Let me just put that out there. We can claim that, but it's on a mission to help 1 million people in 5 years. A+ rating as well, Google reviews. So it's definitely a win-win for me. That's why I'm loving it. That's why I love it and been loving it since May of 2025. Now, I got back with rebuilding my credit because I want a home. I want to be able to have something to call on my own instead of being renting from a landlord itself. I want to be able to not have people come into your house when they're doing inspections or spraying. You know how it is when you're renting, and if you're not home, they got the master key and they can come in and they got to fix something or got to look at something. Time is out for that. And yes, renting is also great, but for some people, they want their own home. You got to think about, if you got kids, you want your kids to run around in the backyard. You want to be able to have people over with no problem, no parking issues. You just want to just also have peace as well too. Now with ScorePath, you get 3B monitoring, basically staying on top of your credit, definitely getting Score Boost, which is basically easily file disputes for credit report errors using our AI powered DIY system for maximum results. Plus, you get a credit attorney. Consumer Law Review connects you with qualified experts who can review your case and provide valuable insights. And plus, you get a build credit account, a credit building account that helps individuals establish or improve credit history through a structured installment loan. It's almost like a self credit builder, but we got one built in. Also, this is what it will look like in your client portal itself. Your reports right here, your dispute hub, your results tracker, and also your score tracker as well too. So it's pretty much, it's like you got everything in one, but you're being able to see everything from start to finish. Most people who go through like these law firms or something like that, you don't get to see your credit portal, your client portal itself, But this right here, it gives you everything from start to finish. Also, this is what you will see right here when it comes to your build credit account as well too. And of course, your 3B monitoring. So that way you're seeing your score from start to finish, and also the next report date as well too. Every 45 days, your credit is basically, your credit profile itself is basically updated. This right here is our Consumer Law Review expert insights at no additional cost because you are a member as well too. Wealth path. Like, wealth path is something that we all need. You got to basically have a will and trust, power of attorney. You want to be able to know exactly who is going to take care of what when you are no longer here. Even if you go to a lawyer and get this done, get it done. Do something, get it done. I created one as well too. You have to make sure who is going to be over your finances when you are no longer here. Where you going to be buried? Okay. Who going to take care of your funeral expenses? You know, all these different type of things. Of course, these are things that we don't want to think about, but we have to live it in today's time. You have to think about putting together a will. Like, okay, you got your kids, right? Who gonna get the car? Because if you got like 4 or 5 kids, you don't want them fussing over the car when you no longer here. You want to make sure who gonna get the house, who is responsible enough to get your house that's going to keep your house up in the family. Who is responsible enough to get the car and going to make sure your car stays running? Make sure the oil is changed, gas in the car. These are things that, yes, we do have to think about as well, too. Who is on your life insurance policy as the beneficiaries? Those are important things that you have to think about as well, too. I got life insurance, me and my son, and I know who is on the beneficiary. So you got to think about who is going to take care of things when you are no longer here. Who can you trust? You can also do personal loans as well too. Financial planning as well. Debt tracker. So you want to be able to plan everything out accordingly. And this is what the personal loan will also look like. It'll also give you your progress as well too. You're basically being connected with different lenders itself. This is also the financial planning, access to over 80 planning calculators that can help you with personal finance, home financing, retirement, savings, and so much more. So you can see exactly where you stand and what you need to really do. Also, this is a debt tracker. So it's basically going to do a debt analysis of like your open balances, how much you will have to pay just to get your debt down itself, and also your debt to income ratio as well too. It's going to pull everything. I absolutely love this system because it breaks down everything from A all the way to Z. And LifePath. This is absolutely something that we all need, identity theft monitoring, because you wouldn't believe it, but there are people out here that will try to steal your identity. There were people will try to get your credit card information. I remember a couple times it happened to me. Lord have mercy. I was getting gas from a Walmart. Next thing you know, I wake up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning talking about fraud alert. And it was something that was, I'm in Mississippi and this person, whatever this was always in somewhere in Arizona or somewhere. And I'm like, I don't know what this is. I'm asleep, ma'am. You know, I had to get a new car 3 times. Because you're then thinking to yourself, how in the world are they getting your card information and you have to where you just used it at the gas station? But it happens. Guess what? You can have the same first and last name. But one thing you will never have that's the same is that's your SSN. Remember that. You can also have local savings as well too. And of course, travel planning. If you're about to take a flight or you want to look at hotels and see what you can save, this is definitely a great tool as well too. Of course, identity protection, you get $1 million in identity protection itself, up to $1 million in theft insurance. It shows you everything that you know that is good and that is not good as well too. So it scans for everything, which is absolutely amazing. Like I said, your local savings, if you want to save on going out to eat or anything like that, you can definitely look at this to see how much you can save, because in today's economy, I mean, every little bit helps. Also with travel planning, you can look at, hotels, flights, so on and so forth to see exactly how much you can save within this tool. Of course, I know most people use like probably booking.com or hotels.com, but also look in here to see how much you can actually save, because if you can save some money, go for it. Go for it, because every bit helps. So let's talk about BizPav. If you do not have an LLC, you can actually form an LLC within the platform as well too. That way you're able to get everything set up correctly, so that way you can be in lender compliance. So another thing is called our Biz Credit Academy. Like if you do have a business and you want to make sure that you're in lender compliance and you want to make sure that you can get funding, making sure that you have a Duns and Bradstreet 411, making sure that you got a business bank account, everything is registered, it is active, business address, business phone number, business website. You got to have all these things business wise itself. And business wise itself, it does take money to keep it up as well. Then, of course, within the platform, you can see about business funding. So you can definitely launch your LLC in minutes with our platform as well too. And you can also get a free success scan to see exactly where you stand when it comes to your business. Now, also, if you do have a business and you want to see about a minimum of 50,000 plus, well, no, excuse me. If you want to see about business funding and you go through the Business Credit Academy, you can get a minimum of $50,000 in business funding itself, which will basically be like a line of credit. Because once you finish the Business Credit Academy, you go through everything, all the check marks are green, boom, you get that business funding. It's a win-win. This is how you will go through everything when it comes to the business information, so that way you can see if you're in lender compliance. Also, these are some score boosts as well too, how some of our certified financial brokers help their clients increase their credit scores as well too. Also, I want you to know that when it comes to fixing your credit, it is very imperative. I know sometimes it can be hard to do. Is not open new credit accounts while you are going through the credit repair process, because it's going to keep delaying the process itself too. Also, another thing, you must be doing things on your end while you're going through the credit repair process, making sure that you keep making your on-time payments. Also, try your best to get your payment history up, get your credit utilization down, especially if it's high, because credit utilization has to be 30%. The best is really 10% when it comes to lenders as well too, and getting approved. Excuse me. For all of this information, all of this value itself, hopefully you got some value from this. Hopefully this information was absolutely helpful for you as well too. Give me one moment. Had to drink a little water. You know how it goes when you're talking. So all of this information, everything that you absolutely get here is only a one-time activation of $189.99 a month. Look, $189 for all of this. All of everything that I stated is only $189. Let me put this into perspective. Do not let the money stop you. This is very, very inexpensive to get started if you just want to start getting in the system to work on your credit and get access to the other tools as well too. There is no contract, no obligation. You can cancel at any time. But it's best to come in, be in the program, the system itself for 6 months, depending on how your credit profile is itself. If you don't have the full 189, please reach out to me. I do have an additional option as well too, because guess what? We do got buy now and pay later that you can do this with. So definitely reach out, so that way we can also go through the process together. Only $189 to get started for all of this information, this value that I stated here. Okay. Now, does this sound like what you're looking for? Does this really sound like what you're looking for? Yes, I know the number one thing that most people are looking for is what? To rebuild their credit. But this is a system that's automatically going to pull your report. It's going to pull everything that's negative. It's going to write your dispute letters. And you can send it out or have the system send it out. Easy as 1, 2, 3. It's going to be less stress, less headache. But guess what? You got your own client portal to where you can log in at any time to see exactly what is going on. Every 45 days, your credit report is actually updated. So that way, when the report is updated, you're going to see exactly where you stand. You're going to see exactly what has been removed as well, too. Now, do you see yourself or someone you know using this or doing this now? Do you see somebody that needs this help? Do you know 5 people that need help right now? If you're ready to get started, definitely get back in contact with me. You can actually go to the description below, and I want you to text me the word credit at 662-694-1709. Let me know who you are and that you're ready to get started today. Also, I will have the link below as well to get started. If it doesn't act like it's supposed to act, perhaps itself, definitely text me as well too. And that way I can definitely get you started.